Okay, my friend, drum roll time.
On,
to our mid-season underappreciated teams of this season so far. The half season, I should actually say.
Can I just interrupt,
Rob?
Start
with mine and then...
Can I just interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
Just to justify it, we could do a best team of the season, but everybody's is kind of similar.
Easily,
Earle and Haaland and Mustoe and everybody else. We of course we try and dig a little bit deeper, and this is like a ones to watch. Had a great season when you wouldn't expect it. So that's just the reasoning behind doing this and not a best team.
And just to do you a favour, we did actually send both our teams into the producers, and they were quite similar. I think we only had 2 or 3 players different. So I know you've taken on and slightly moved a little bit so that we could get 1 or 2 other players in just to broaden it out. And again, it's underappreciated. So players that the start of the season, halfway through, wouldn't have been getting the plaudits they deserve. I'll start with my team, Rob. I'm going in a 4-2-3-1 formation. To get certain players in. I've gone for Vicario in goal because I just believe that we didn't quite know what we're getting. He's replacing the captain, Hugo Lloris, who's been a massive player for Spurs. I think he's had a brilliant season, sitting behind that high back line. So back forward, Pascal Gross could have fit in 6 or 7 positions, had to be in my team. Ethan Pinnock and Jared Branthwaite, I think, are 2 really underappreciated Branthwaites, 1 for the future. And Udogie, Rob. Who knew with Udogie what we were going to get? He comes back into the team from Udinese. He's been a bit of a star in Angeball and the way they play. I've gone to Villa sitting 2 and maybe take some criticism for John McGinn and Douglas Luiz. I couldn't leave McGinn out of my team, and Douglas Luiz I think's a star in the making, Rob. I think Arsenal would look at that and probably think we missed out on that one. Ahead of them, Bowen on one side, Hee-Chan Wang on the other. Cole Palmer's an absolute shoe-in with what he's done for Chelsea, having come. And Dominic Solanke up front, Rob. 12 Premier League goals, 1 assist, 26 years of age. A little quiet dark horse, if things go his way, to find his way into a national squad. And we had to pick a manager of our team. And I went with Unai Emery, my friend. When Aston Villa is sitting second, 3 points behind Liverpool, with what he's done at that football club, giving back their belief and their ambition and playing the football that he's played, Unai Emery is my underappreciated manager of the half season.
Yeah, lovely, mate. I mean, can't complain. I got a few differences in there, but that's a good side. And isn't it fun to pick out people that wouldn't have expected to be in this situation right now? I've gone so I've got some differences. I'll start with my goalkeeper, and kind of a random one here. Bernd Leno. I just think Bernd Leno's gone down to Fulham. And, kind of pushed out of Arsenal, not thought he was good enough. But Fulham having a good season. Bernd Leno's quietly having a very good season as goalkeeper. There's no talk. And when there's not much talk of a goalkeeper at a club like Fulham, then that's good news. So I've gone for a little bit of a different shout in goal with him. Pascal Gross is my captain. We haven't got it on the graphic there, but he's my captain. Pascal Gross, with what he does for Fulham, given his attributes, given the expectations, he's a little diamond.
Brighton, mate. Brighton,
what did I say?
Pascal Gross, Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. So Pascal Gross is my captain at right back. And by the way, you could play Gross anywhere on the field. Just watched him again tonight. Jan-Paul van Hekke, the Brighton centre-back. Another pick out of nowhere for Brighton. Central defender, looks really, really good. I mean, he's very similar to Branthwaite, and I thought about those guys as well, and some of your centre-backs as well. But Van Hekke, and I had another good look at him today. What a player he is, from nowhere, really. It seems like he's coming to the side and done really, really well. Alongside him, Murillo. And if those people out there that maybe aren't familiar with him, and you get a chance to watch Nottingham Forest, he's a Brazilian centre-back. And he does his job really, really well. He loves a dribble. He loves a run forward with the ball. He loves a little mazy. Thinks he's going to pass the ball. He drags it and continues. He gets himself into the penalty area of the opponents. He is... I just love him to bits, Murillo, because the way that he plays on not only the defensive side, but his willingness to come out and dribble and be fun and try and create things as well. So Murillo, Nottingham Forest, is my centre-back. Similar to you, Rob, on the left side as well. Destiny Udogie, wow, who saw that coming? Absolutely right. So I won't dwell on him. My midfield's a little different. I mean, John McGinn is one of my absolute favourites, so we had to play him, and the same as you, Rob, with Cole Palmer. That was a big signing, but nobody expected him to be probably the best player at Chelsea so far this season with his quality, of course, from Man City. But my difference there is Joao Palhinha, and he's a shoo-in. He's got to hold that midfield. It's only he's 28, Rob. If he was maybe a couple of years younger, there's a lot of clubs that can use him. A lot of the big clubs could use him, from Liverpool to Manchester United. He's that good. He's 28 now, and I don't know whether those clubs will take a shorter term kind of view on him. But Joao Palhinha, I mean, he's a beast of a defensive midfield player that's decent on the ball, so he's in my team as well. My front three, similar with Dominic Solanke, outstanding so far, and Hee Chang-Wang. But my difference there is Lucas Paquetá, and
Paquetá.
I know.
Instead of Bowen, so you went for Paquetá instead of Bowen.
Yes, I did.
Interesting.
Well, they're similarly. Why I've gone for Paquetá, Rob, is that I don't think we all appreciate how good he is. Yeah, I think we know how good Bowen is, and he's been great, and he's one of the best players at the club. But Lucas Paquetá, I think, why he's in my underappreciated team is that people know about him. West Ham fans love him, but I think he's really special. I don't think, as a whole, a lot of people in the Premier League watching it, following it, whatever, realise he's almost world class in what he can do with his left foot, his creativity. Maybe not there yet. He's a starting player, attacking midfield player for Brazil national team. I just think he's a special player. That's why I want him in the side. There it is, a simile. And my manager is Gary O'Neill. Given, Rob, the situation at Wolverhampton Wanderers, where the manager, Lopetegui, walks away days before the season starts. They sold some of their best players to Saudi and different places, and yet he's brought a team that are very comfortable in towards the middle of the table, and nobody really thought, Wolves with Gary O'Neill got fired from Bournemouth. You talk about an underappreciated person at Bournemouth, absolutely underappreciated. We want somebody else, Earle, to come and manage our team. You can leave our club, and to go into Wolves, a difficult job with financial fair play issues as well as losing some key players. What a job Gary O'Neill's done. So there you go.
Yeah. Good shout. I just want to mention on the managers, I think we have to Earle at Bournemouth, Rob. I think he's one who's caught people by surprise. Ange Postecoglou, I think, coming at Spurs. I don't think anyone's quite expected what we've seen at Spurs, mate. And I'm going to give a little mention to Rob Edwards at Luton as well, by the way. I think everybody's got Luton in their team to go down. And I think he deserves a little special mention. A difficult season, obviously, with the cardiac arrest of his captain, Tom Lockyer, that, keeping the team focused. And they're competitive, Rob. The second half of the season could be interesting for Luton Town. And with a game in hand with a few teams down there, it might not be done and dusted. So
Can I give you one more? Can I give you one more, Rob? Let me give you one more before we kind of sign off a little bit. And different kind of category. But how about the job that Sean Dyche has done at Everton in those circumstances?
Absolutely.
With those 10 points
deducted. With the 10-point deduction.
Absolutely. He's managed that club beautifully through a very difficult period of time. He won 4 games in a quick succession to get his 10 points back. He's done an amazing job.
Yeah, and they've just fell back a little bit, but you tend to think in Dyche we trust and they'll be okay. But good shout, mate.
Yeah. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.